Subscribe to Mila Productions on YouTube. Like, share, and hit the bell icon for notifications.
It is not every day that Assistant Warden Ramesh Thapa gets news like this. The arrest of a notorious poacher. For someone constantly struggling with poachers, to hear that the one they have been after for many months has finally been caught was almost too good to be true. Ramesh heads off to take custody of the poacher, along with the National Park Chief Warden and the Colonel of the Army unit that provides security for the Bardia National Park. Despite a long-standing arrest warrant against this particular poacher, he had managed to elude arrest. It was with a little bit of luck that he was arrested by the police in the neighbouring district of Surkhet. The police brought him to the police post in the village of Chepang and informed Ramesh about his arrest. The biggest irony is that the poacher had served as the chairman of his village development committee and should have been a role model of a different kind. Bardia National Park is the largest protected area in Nepal's Terai. Established in 1976, it covers an area of nearly 1,000 square kilometers. It is spread over the three districts of Bardia, Banke, and Surkhet. Its western boundary is the mighty Karnali River, and it is home to 53 different kinds of mammals and 407 species of birds. Among the more significant animals found in Bardia are the Royal Bengal tiger and the Gangetic dolphin. Bardia is also home to the one-horned rhino and is the place where rhinos from other parts of Nepal have been successfully translocated. Assistant Warden Ramesh Thapa has worked in Bardia National Park for over 20 years as a ranger. He spends each morning at work catching up with his administrative duties. He then sets off on a patrol with a group of soldiers and a couple of game scouts. One of the game scouts in the team alerts Ramesh about a trap on the trail ahead. Traps are a constant source of worry to Ramesh. Although locals often use snares to trap smaller animals, poachers use such traps to capture wildlife such as tigers. That is why Ramesh and his team are always on the lookout for traps. Having their traps destroyed repeatedly is also a way of discouraging potential poachers. In the course of the patrol, the team visits an outpost which is jointly manned by soldiers and game scouts. Ramesh gets updates from the scouts on the problems they have been facing and their need for a solar electric system to ensure continuous power supply.
बत्ती छ बत्ती पनि छैन
मोबाइलको बत्तीले राति फोटोसोटोमा पाएर पोस्टमा अब यो सोलरको समस्या छ सर सोलर छैन
गेम स्काउटहरुको न्यूनतम आधारभूत आवश्यकताहरु त परिपूर्ति गरेका छौं तर पनि अब जस्तो यो सोलरको व्यवस्थापन गर्न सकिएको छैन र मुख्य कुरा त अब यिनीलाई चाहिँ आवश्यक पर्ने एकदम नहुने सञ्चार उपकरणहरु यी चीजहरु पनि उपलब्ध गराउन सकिएको छैन र प्राय सबै पोस्टका चाहिँ यस्ता खालका समस्याहरु छन्
Ramesh next meets an anti-poaching unit formed by the local community with the park's help. This particular unit had reported coming across a net trap the previous day. Ramesh goes with members of the unit to remove the trap.
यो विशेष गरी शीतलले हिँड्ने बाटोमा पासो थालेको हुन्छ
Ramesh then has a short chat with the group, warning them against unwittingly hosting poachers from elsewhere since any illegal activity can implicate the whole village.
यहाँको मान्छे फसिहाल्छ त्यो भएर एकदम ख्याल गर्नु पुरै रूपमा अपराधहरु नियन्त्रण गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने कुरा त होइन तर पनि बर्दिया राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्जमा बाघको संख्या सन् 2022 सम्म चाहिँ डबल गर्ने भन्ने कुरा छ त्यो एकदम सम्भव छ र त्यो चाँडै हुन्छ भन्छौं हामीले
Over lunch at the park headquarters, Ramesh and his team talk about the arms collection program they are going to attend after lunch.
हामी ठिकै 2 बजे आइपुग्छौं
However, once back in his office, Ramesh receives a call informing him about poachers near the park.
Hello?
There is an immediate change of plan, and he and his team rush off to apprehend the poachers. By the time they arrive in the village, the poachers have already fled. But the team manages to confiscate the contraband, a sack filled with tiger bones.
मार्ने कुरोमा मान्छेको ठुलैमा कोही शिकारी पोचर प्रयोग नभएर यहाँकोले शिकार गरेर बेच्ने ठाउँ पनि छैन बेच्न पनि सक्दैनन् के
यसरी हामीले छापा मार्दाखेरि हामीले सूचना पाएको आधारमा चाहिँ यिनीहरूलाई पक्ड्यौं भनेदेखि कैदको भागीदारी नि सर्वसाधारण मान्छेहरू हुने गर्दछन् तर यसबाट मुख्य लाभ पाउने मान्छेहरू बाहिरका हुन्छन्
An essential part of Ramesh's job is to maintain friendly relations with people who live around the park. There is a natural conflict between conservationists and communities living close to the jungle, since the very animals the park seeks to protect can also be a source of trouble to villagers.
यस्ता खालका समुदायहरू जो चाहिँ राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्ज वरिपरि बसेका छन् र सानोतिनो लोभमा चाहिँ यस्ता खालका कामहरू गर्ने गरेका छन् यिनलाई हामीले चाहिँ नगर्नको लागि उत्प्रेरित गर्ने किसिमका कार्यक्रमहरू त गरिराखेका छौं मध्यवर्ती क्षेत्रका प्राय हरेक घरधुरीका मान्छेलाई समावेश गरेर हामीले वन्यजन्तु मार्न हुँदैन वन्यजन्तुको महत्त्व यो छ वन्यजन्तु मार्नमा यो किसिमको कानुनी कारबाही छ भन्ने बारेमा हामीले व्यापक रूपमा जानकारी गराउँछौं र यस्तो सूचना दिने मान्छेहरूलाई चाहिँ हामीले पुरस्कार दिने व्यवस्था पनि गरेका छौं र अब वन्यजन्तुबाट कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ वन्यजन्तुहरू बाहिर निस्केर हाम्रो खेतीबाली नोक्सान गर्ने मान्छेलाई मार्ने घर भत्काइदिने यस्ता घटनाहरू पनि हुने गरेका छन् त्यसमा चाहिँ फेरि राहतहरू पनि दिने गर्छौं
It is only when locals also realize the value of preserving wildlife that they can become allies in the fight against poaching. For one, they can report poachers to the park authorities. But more importantly, since most of those involved in the actual act of poaching are locals paid by unscrupulous traders from outside the area, it is only with their full cooperation that such activities can be controlled.
वन्यजन्तुको चोरी शिकार नियन्त्रणको लागि स्थानीय लोकल कम्युनिटीको सहयोग एकदम जरुरी छ उहाँहरुको सहयोग भएन भने हामीले केही पनि गर्न सकिदैन
Although delayed by an unexpected raid on the poachers' hideout, Ramesh and the team arrive at the venue where the arms collection is to take place.
यहाँ परम्परागत हतियारहरू छन् पहिलेदेखिबाट कामीले बनाएका हतियारहरू ठाउँ ठाउँबाट ल्याएका हतियारहरू छन् यी हतियारहरू अवैध हुन् यी हतियारहरू प्रयोग नै गर्न पाइँदैन अबको कानुनले यदि तपाईको घरमा छापा मारे अवैध हतियार एउटा भरुवाबन्दी व्यक्ति हुन् 7 वर्ष कैद हुन्छ त्यो स्थिति नहोस् भन्नका लागि त यदि तपाईसँग त्यस्ता चीजहरू छन् भने ती अवैध हुन् दिनुस् भनेर एउटा चाहिँ यो अभियान सञ्चालन गरेका हौं र आफूसँग भएका जुन हतियारहरू बुझाउनु भएको छ उहाँहरु सम्पूर्ण दाजुभाइहरुलाई म हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिन चाहन्छु धन्यवाद
The collection of weapons from local people is of grave importance in conservation efforts. Now, with the possession of even traditional firearms having become illegal, the park authorities have provided an opportunity to local communities to give up their weapons. As this is a rather sensitive issue, Ramesh instructs that the names of those surrendering the arms not be mentioned in the files and only the number be recorded. It is a matter of consolation that there has been a gradual decline in poaching with the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Accord in 2006 that ended 10 years of armed conflict in the country. But the goal of zero poaching will be difficult to achieve if arms are still in the possession of potential poachers. That is why the collection of arms has been encouraged by the park. As part of the effort to increase awareness and disseminate information on the need to conserve wildlife, the park has helped set up eco-clubs among school children to involve them actively in the anti-poaching drive. These clubs spread anti-poaching messages in schools and among their own communities by undertaking awareness rallies and staging plays.
सबै इको क्लबका साथीहरु मिलेर बाघको संरक्षण गर्ने गिद्धहरूलाई बचाउने जुरी शिकारलाई नियन्त्रण गर्न हामीले सजग नाटक पनि गरेका छौं
विगतमा अब नेपालका अरु क्षेत्र जस्तै भरतपुर राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्जमा पनि चोरी शिकारको ठूलो चाहिँ विविधि थियो एउटा त अब नेपालमा द्वन्द्वको स्थिति थियो त्यसकारणले पनि अलिकति ठूलो क्षति भयो र पछिल्ला दिनहरुमा हामीले चाहिँ केही रणनीतिहरु अख्तियार गरेका छौं त्यसकारणले गर्दाखेरि पोचिङको स्थिति त अब बिस्तार बिस्तार शून्यतिर जाँदै छ
हामीले यसरी नै सुरक्षा दिँदै गयौं भने जुन लोप हुन लागेको छ जस्तै अब बाघको कुरा गरौं जंगली हात्तीको अनि घडियाल गोहीहरुको विभिन्न चराचुरुङ्गीको जुन लोप उन्मुख छन् तिनीहरुलाई चाहिँ बचाउन सक्छौं
शिकारीहरुसँग चाहिँ आम्ने सामने भएर लडाई गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ शिकारीहरुलाई उनीहरु कहिलेकाहीँ उनीहरु अब धेरै गुण्डाहरुको बीचमा बसेका हुन्छन् त्यस्तो ठाउँबाट पनि समातेर लिएर आउनु पर्छ हामीले रातिको समयमा पनि गरे उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ क्याप्चर गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ त्यस्तो स्थितिमा चाहिँ अलिकति जोखिम पनि हुन्छ हामीलाई चाहिँ कतिपय अब चाहिँ मार्ने किसिमको धम्कीहरु पनि आउँछ त्यसकारणले जोखिम भन्दा पनि हाम्रो चाहिँ जिम्मेवारी ठूलो छ त्यसकारणले हामीले जिम्मेवारी पूरा गर्दाखेरि त्यो जोखिमलाई हामीले चाहिँ अलिकति तलै राख्छौं
It is the end of another long day for Ramesh, and he is finally able to return to his living quarters. Few outside the Bardia National Park would know of him, but there is little doubt that without people like Ramesh, the park would not be what it is today. Night falls over the national park, and the morning sun will bring another day, and who knows what kind of challenges, to this brave conservationist.
Subscribe to Mila Productions on YouTube. like, share, and hit the bell icon for notifications.